Hey guys, this is Ray with Phone Arena and you're watching our video review of the Nokia Lumia 925, which probably shouldn't be considered a direct successor of last year's Lumia 920 flagship, but it's kind of more of a refresh model with a much improved design, which is slimmer, lighter, and has this aluminum frame here to give it a more of a premium look and feel. In addition, it has an improved camera and an AMOLED screen. So the Lumia 925 is a high-end Windows Phone 8 device which has a lot to offer in the design department. Unlike previous Lumia models which were mostly heavy and bulky, the Lumia 925 is actually quite slim and lightweight. In addition, it has this beautiful aluminum frame around it, which makes it that much cooler compared to all plastic handsets. The backside of the device is still made of polycarbonate, which is high quality plastic, and while it doesn't blow us away, it still feels good to the touch. All the buttons that the Nokia Lumia 925 has are positioned on its right hand side. First we have the volume rocker right here, then the lock key, and finally the camera shutter. All of them function really well and feel good when pressed. Our only complaint is that they're really protruding from this surface and have some sharp edges here, which may make holding the handset not the most comfortable thing to do. So one of the main differences between the Lumia 925 and the Lumia 920 is that the 25 features an AMOLED screen. So what this basically means is that it will have lower brightness, poorer viewing angles, and worse color balance. However, Windows Phone devices traditionally look a lot cooler with AMOLED displays because they feature a lot of black and solid colors that contrast well with the black background. However, this is still an above-average display with decent outdoor visibility, as it actually tends to remain much more easily readable compared to something like the Galaxy S4. Other than that, the handset features a 4.5-inch display with a resolution of 768 by 1280 pixels. While this is not Full HD 1080p, it still makes for a pretty decent pixel density of 334 ppi. Don't hold your breath for a change of pace with the Windows Phone 8 user interface, because what you'll find here is exactly the same as what you'll find on any other Windows Phone 8 device. So you have your home screen with live tiles providing live information about certain events. For example, the calendar live tile here, right here, shows you your next upcoming appointment. Another example is the people live tile, which cycles through contact images of the people in your phone book. Unfortunately, the main menu is still a simple list of applications, which is not really convenient, especially in the case of you having lots and lots of apps. While you can't replace the QWERTY keyboard of Windows Phone 8, we actually think it's one of the best keyboards out there. It's very comfortable to type on. Our main complaint here is that when you switch to landscape mode, it doesn't really take advantage of the full screen width. In terms of organization options, of course you have the calendar here, which is very simplistic but very snappy and efficient. You can very easily create appointments here from the day view. Let's create a test appointment, save it, and just like that, in under a few seconds we have created our appointment. Then we have the agenda view. You can check out your to-dos here, and finally there is the month view, but unfortunately there is no week view in Windows Phone 8. Next up, there is also the Office Hub, which will probably give you the best Office compatibility you'll ever find on a smartphone. You can easily open Word, Excel files, PowerPoint presentations, and so on and so forth. The Lumia 925 and Windows Phone 8 feature a great Hotmail application for managing your email accounts, and actually adding an email account with this app is very easy. Windows Phone 8 isn't the most exciting place for silicon lovers simply because handsets have to comply to strict hardware configurations set by Microsoft. In the case of the Lumia 925, this means that it has a Snapdragon S4 Plus dual-core processor clocked at 1.5 GHz and it also has the Adreno 225 GPU. We know that this stuff is sold last year, but the handset should be able to run everything that's found in the Windows marketplace. In terms of system memory, the Lumia 925 has 1 GB of RAM, and additionally it has 16 GB of internal storage space. While this is not a bad amount, we should know that it doesn't feature a microSD card slot, so you won't be able to expand this. Being a Windows Phone 8 device, the Lumia 925 comes with Internet Explorer 10 for mobile, and while this is a pretty decent web browser, we have to admit that we're starting to find it a bit slow compared to the competition. In terms of hardware though, the Lumia 925 is well equipped with LTE and HSPA plus connectivity for 42.2 megabits down and 5.76 megabits up. In addition, it also has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 3, 8 GPS, NFC and DLNA. So the Lumia 925 features an improved 8.7 megapixel pure view camera with an added sixth lens element here and refined image processing algorithms, and we're happy to report that the images are indeed better than those taken by the Lumia 920. Pictures taken with the Lumia 925 exhibit slight overexposure, but fine detail is fine and colors are well reproduced, with the exception of the reds, which are a bit overblown. Indoor shots came out mostly fine, although being just a tad washed out. If taken in decent lighting conditions, they managed to retain natural colors and reduced amounts of noise. The 1080p video recorded by the Lumia 925 is more than decent, though it could definitely use a bit more detail and a bit less exposure. With the Lumia 925, Nokia is also providing the very useful Nokia Smart Cam application, which allows you to do a bunch of useful things. For example, let's open this photo which was taken with Nokia Smart Cam. It allows you to pick the best shot out of a series of photos that the app has taken. You can also swap faces for the people that were detected in the photos. For example, this doesn't look very good right now, but we can easily change to whichever face we like most, and just like that we have a much better photograph. The application can also remove moving objects from photos, and I'll show you such an example right here. In this photo we had the person on the right here walk into the frame and pass the whole frame really. So the Nokia Smart Cam application automatically detects that he isn't really needed in the photo, and even though it doesn't provide the best possible option here in this screen, we can actually come right here and we see that the moving objects were deleted. Finally, Nokia Smart Cam allows you to capture action shots like this one here, where you have an action which is quickly occurring, and then you can use this neat trick here to trace the full movement. Unfortunately, the Lumia 925 is a weak co-quality performer. The earpiece is quite weak and tends to sound somewhat muffled, which makes hearing your callers a pain, especially if you're at a noisy place. The microphone tends to be a bit better, as it manages to capture some high frequencies, which at least makes the sound a bit easier to comprehend on the other end of the line. Sadly, the loudspeaker is also quite weak and lacks almost any low frequencies. Windows Phone 8 is a pretty efficient operating system, so battery life is pretty decent with the Nokia Lumia 920, which is rated to provide you with up to 12 hours of 3G talk time and standby of up to 18 days. With the Lumia 925, Nokia has created a charming device which is good looking, slim, lightweight, and has this aluminum frame around it to give it a bit of a premium feel. It also features a great 8 megapixel camera and a sizable display which makes the handset appropriate for stuff like video playback and gaming. To be honest, Windows Phone 8 still feels like a foundation for a pretty good operating system, but thanks to Nokia's additional software efforts here, like Nokia Music, like here Maps, here Drive Plus, the Nokia Smart Cam application and everything else, it kind of rounds up the whole experience, making for a complete package found with the Lumia 925. It's absolutely not as feature-rich as what you can find on some other platforms, but we think that it actually covers the needs of the majority of consumers out there. At the end of the day, the Lumia 925 is a great mainstream product. If you'd like to learn more about Nokia Lumia 925, just visit us at phonearena.com. Thanks for watching.